My weight has given me a death sentence.
We need to work to turn his situation around before you kill him.
What do you think it is about the hospital that makes your appetite less?
Personal reasons.
Sounds like a secret.
This past month, things got really bad because my mother passed away. Today, I'm moving out of my current apartment and trying to get into a new one. And the reason I have to move is I can't afford the rent. But this move is going to wipe me out financially. I can't afford the movers, the taxi, let alone rent. So I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm basically screwed.
Hey, what's up guys? Sean back, and we're checking in on Sean, which, funny enough, I get the message all the time where people literally think this is me. They're like, oh my God, I just saw your episode. It was so crazy. Which I'll take credit for being 1,000 pounds or whatever this guy was. If it means that I could say I took off 700, I'll pretend this is me all day if people want me to. But he had his mom in the last one, and I just remember her babying him so bad. He was like a grown baby pretty much at this point. So let's check back in on Sean. I want to see his Where Are They Nows because somebody asked for it the other day when I did the premiere. And I was like, yeah, you know what? What did happen to that guy? So let's give it a go, see what he's got, and hopefully it's something good.
My weight has given me a death sentence. I can't do anything for myself anymore.
Sean has to just totally be taking care of him head to toe.
I forgot his mom was headbutting his love handles to get him up there. That's wild.
Sean looked like he may be approaching 1,000 pounds. He lives with his mother, and I don't think it's hard to start to understand their unhealthy dynamic. When Sean arrived here, he was 1,003 pounds.
All right, there's no shot he could get to that weight by himself. That had to be mama headbutting him and bringing in some Hershey's.
We started him on 800 calorie a day controlled diet, and he started losing weight rapidly. 636. So we're gonna approve you for surgery.
Thank you.
You're down to 583. This is good.
I'm trying to become more independent, and right now, the big challenge for me is walking. And so far, I'm able to walk to the next room and back. But my mom is worried I'm pushing myself too hard.
What do you mean he's pushing himself too hard? He just friggin' got started. Let him push all he friggin' wants.
What happens when he gets sepsis?
His mother is trying to create the perception that he's constantly sick and she's the only one can take care of him.
I'm not a doctor, but I am his mother, and I have a lot of experience in dealing with my son, and he's sick.
All right, you need to stop. He's not following his diet.
Okay.
He should have lost more weight.
Yes, I agree.
Your son will get better not because of you, in spite of you.
I'm not denying that, doctor.
All right.
That's gonna be what, Munchausen's? Isn't that what it's called? Is it Munchausen's by proxy? I'm not really sure, but his mom's definitely doing the guy no friggin' favors at this point.
553.
Sean has once again regained all the weight he lost in the hospital. And the big difference is that now his mother is in control. We need to work to turn his situation around before you kill him. So I want you both to start seeing therapists separately.
I forgot what the Reese Cup Riddler over there was up to. She definitely is bringing him all the food. He's not going over to the kitchen, making it for himself and coming back. It would be the mom doing it all.
Create a bigger separation between the two of you. What do you think it is about the hospital that makes your appetite less?
Personal reasons.
Sounds like a secret. Oh, so when you're accountable to somebody, maybe somebody strong, that seems to help you in the long.
Voluptuous Voldemort over there. Who shall not be named. Doctor Now, whispering it like it's some bad thing.
Run, Sean, you have to be accountable to yourself.
Sean's mother got sick, admitted to the hospital, leaving Sean to survive on his own.
Dr. Now got me a medical care assistant to help me leave the house so I can get out and do things. But I still don't know when my mom may be getting better and coming home.
The only thing I saw in that cart was carrots. So either he's only eating carrots or he's trying to bait in the Easter Bunny.
I'm worried about her, but I'm also focused on doing what I need to take care of myself. The last time I checked my weight, I was under 500 pounds. I think my mom would be proud of me. I'm starting to have a future to look toward, and that's an amazing feeling.
I do feel bad. His mother passed. I mean, it's awful. It's terrible. Nobody should have to go through that. But what do you do when you baby your kids so much and then you're not there anymore? They don't know how to be a functioning adult. Current weight, 493. Okay. He's lost over 500 pounds.
This past month, things got really bad because my mother passed away. A couple of months ago, my mom went to the hospital because she wasn't feeling well, and she just kept getting worse. They said she had renal failure, and she didn't make it.
Damn. That's a bad way to go, too. But also, his dad finally shows up. He wasn't in the original episode at all. But you know what they say, mama's baby, daddy's maybe, right?
So she passed away a couple weeks ago, and I'm devastated. And I don't know what to do right now, because my mom was everything to me. She took care of me and provided for me, and I've been completely dependent on her for my whole life. I've made a lot of progress these last couple of months, being able to do more for myself. But I'm still not able to get around for too long, and I need help, so there's no way I can get a job and provide for myself right now.
This guy is beyond screwed at this point. Let's just say it. You're all thinking it. I'm willing to say it. He's screwed. There's like nothing he can do. I mean, could he find some kind of telemarketing work from home thing? Possibly, right? But what's his resume look like? 1,003-pound man whose mom admits him to the hospital every 10 seconds. What's that resume do for you?
So I can't pay for this apartment anymore, and I have to move out. So my dad is down helping me pack everything.
Sean's mom was the one that would either push or give in to Sean, but he's not going to have his mother here to push him, to encourage him, so he's going to have to depend on himself.
Look at how sad this is, though. Like, he's literally getting evicted because he ate too many friggin' Eggos and didn't grow into an adult. He's still babyfied at this point.
And I came to make sure Sean transitions from having his mother do everything for him and hopefully to get him started to where he's able to do things for himself. But after I go back to California Friday morning, Sean's going to have to deal with it on his own. So, however you want this.
I'll just lay down here.
Okay.
Our relationship with my dad, since he's been here, it's been really good. It's been really nice having him here, and it's been really comforting having him here. But I currently don't know where I'm moving to. I just know I have to be out of here in a few weeks. Today.
All right, so you got a few weeks to game plan, and I don't think Dad's too keen on him possibly coming and living with him. Because Dad's like, well, I'm trying to make you more independent. You know, he don't really seem like he wants him to live with him.
My dad and I are packing up so he could take stuff to donation and take stuff back to California to hold for me. And I think my mom would like me to keep these. I made these for her.
Oh, okay. They were what?
A couple of things I made in pottery class.
Okay, this is your initial go-through. You don't want to keep duplicating your efforts.
I know.
Bro, my mom still has pots I made in like pottery class in middle school. I'm like, why don't you throw that away? It doesn't even look good. Like, I tried to put a little heart on it, and in the kiln, it turned into something. It looks like somebody's freaking booty cheeks. It don't look like a heart.
So you can't keep very much stuff.
This is all hard because everything reminds me of my mom. And it helps me feel like she's close. Keep this.
Okay, what's the story on that?
First baseball game I went to.
It's a meat tenderizer for all the keto meat he's going to eat because he's strictly on his diet, right?
Should have seen me run to get it signed.
Oh, you got a sign, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay here in Houston or have to go somewhere else. My father said he can't take care of me, so there's not really an option for me back in California. So I'm talking to Dr. Nazardin about moving into a care facility, and he's trying to see what can be done. Because
I mean, I saw that one coming. The dad's like, I'm here for you, son. And then he's just like gone. But he's an adult. This is the problem with babying people so much they don't know how to adult.
I do want to try and keep losing the weight and keep better, so I really hope he can do that. But if that doesn't happen, then I don't know how I'm going to really even survive right now, or what's going to happen to me. My whole world is just upside down.
Bro, his voice is like, I don't know. It's making me think like this is Neapolitan dynamite right here. Not Napoleon, but Neapolitan.
And I'm scared. I'm headed to Dr. Now's right now with my care assistant. My dad went back home, and I didn't really make it that far with the packing. When he left, it kind of felt like everything was everywhere. And it was worse than when we started.
At least it looks like he's still losing weight, and he's got a book in his hand instead of a Game Boy finally. So it looks like one of those freaking like love novels my grandma used to like read where the Indians ravaged the colonizers or something.
But he wanted me to throw away a lot, and I didn't want to do that. So I think he got frustrated and gave up. But I still have a lot of packing to do.
Well, it looks like he was pretty busy packing there. He was definitely getting after it.
Obviously been hard these last couple of months. So there have just been days where I didn't handle things well. So I'm not really sure what to anticipate for today. I'm just hoping that my weight's not too bad right now, and I'm hoping he can give me some advice on what to do.
Oh shit. This isn't good. I thought he was doing better, right? I was like, oh yeah, he looks so much smaller. Turns out I might be way off the way he's talking.
And what I'm really hoping is that Dr. Now will tell me he has a place for me to go. But I need to be losing. Because if Dr. Now thinks I'm really not serious about this, then he might not get me into a care facility.
I don't know about that one, buddy. You could try to move into the Chubb Castle here, but that's not going to end well for you. There's a friggin' scale in there, and they might have a moat to keep you away from like some kind of marshmallows.
And if he doesn't, I will have no place to go.
Sean Milligan?
She's so happy all the
Because just
time.
about everything for me is riding on where my weight is at today. So I hope I'm where I need. Because doing this is the only option I have.
$100 says he's got a Wiki Feats page. I'm kidding. I'm not really going to give you $100, but there might be one.
I was down to $4.92 a few months ago.
Does she not just look like dead inside? She's already fed up with this guy. It's kind of crazy. People that have that kind of look in their eye, they just scare me because they have like no give a damn left.
And Dr. Now gave me the goal of losing 25 pounds a month. So that means I need to be below 417.
523.
It's only 30 pounds. He was a 1,000-pound man at the beginning. Got to remember that. Little backslide here for Sean. But yeah, no, this is fucked up. This is going to go terrible. He lost his mom. He's going to eat all the damn food there is.
That's a little unfortunate. I didn't think I'd be that far off from where I was hoping to be. I know I've had a hard time dealing with everything, but I don't think I'm eating a lot.
Oh, he was waiting for the wheelchair. Why not just sit in the chair? I thought he was about to twerk the way he was standing.
So I don't understand how I gained. And I honestly don't know what Dr. Now will say.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Dr. Now.
How are you?
I'm alright.
I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your mom.
Thanks.
How you holding up with that?
Trying, doing my best.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
Have you been able to continue taking care of yourself? Well, are you able to get around okay right now?
Moving around well, trying to eat okay.
Well,
What does that even mean, though? Like, he can get up, which is great because he couldn't even do that at the start, right? He goes to the next room and back. Somebody would still have to be bringing him food pretty much. Or I guess he can make it to the door now if he's ordering food all the time. But, I don't know. Bro, Raggy, we're going to have to figure out this one in the mystery van.
you're gaining again, which is a big concern.
Alright.
Instead of losing, you gained 31 pounds. And with your mom passing, I take it you're using food to deal with it.
Yeah, it's been a very hectic month.
Find it harder to control your eating habit with the stress?
Yeah, I'm eating a little bit more than I should.
You're still meeting with Dr. Paradise to keep working through things?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because you have to get this under control, Sean. Given some allowance because of the mourning and loss of your mother. But here's the situation. Right now you're 500 pounds. And if we're not able to get your weight down, it's not going to be long at all before you get back up to where you were. And this
Getting back up to 1,000 pounds would be a whole hell of a lot more work he had to do. But I guess he was only trying for his mom at this point. Like, he doesn't seem like he has any fight in him at all. The second she's gone, he gets stressed out. He just starts eating again, which people who get this big, like, have all kinds of triggers or stressors that kind of make them want to eat. But you would think he would want to live, especially now that he's dependent on himself. Well, I guess he's got her there too.
last 3 months, you have done the best I have seen you yet. So now is the time you need to do that even more because you need to be able to take care of yourself. I'm looking into facilities right now to see what can be done to help you. But at this point, you should be able to take care of yourself. But to help you, Deborah here is helping to assist you for a bit. But a care facility is not a hotel. There are people with serious issues who need these facilities. And it's not a place that is intended to be your home. And if you're not even making progress, we can't really justify it. So
Sean wants somebody to just take care of him 24/7. He's never done anything his entire life, probably. His mom probably sat there literally wiping him the whole damn time. I don't know how old he is, though, but this is just where it goes when you don't, like, ever try to do anything for yourself.
what I needed to do is get back on track and lose at least 25 pounds a month like you need, okay?
Yeah, I will.
You can't just do what you want and expect everyone else to fix your problem.
I know that, and I'm going to really work on that.
At your weight and your condition, you can easily lose over 30 pounds a month. So over the next 3 months, I want you to lose 90 pounds.
All right, I think I can do it.
I know this may be hard to hear, but you're a grown man who has been given every resource to be able to take care of yourself right now. But the
I don't know if he knows that, though, because he's worried about like pottery and stuff like that. I'd be worried about where the hell I'm gonna live, buddy, because you just ended up with like a one-way ticket to homelessness, and that ain't very funny. Like fun if he can only walk like 5 feet and back. What the hell is he gonna do? He's not left with many options here.
problem really is you don't want to, and we're not going to enable you and make that worse. So if you want to help, then lose the weight. We'll keep providing you with psychotherapy to help you work through things. And Deborah, your care assistant, will keep helping you for the next few months.
I'll lose the weight. Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks.
For some reason, I have very little faith in this guy right now, which sucks because we have the same name. So I want to think he's awesome like me, but no, he's kind of saying whatever the doctor wants. People have a way of doing that. Like, just give him the brutal truth. You really don't plan on doing anything. At least that's how I feel about it right now. But maybe that's just how he is. Maybe
With
he'll
the
kill
loss
it.
of Sean's mother, he's understandably having a hard time. But Sean was totally shielded from outside world, and everything was done with his mother influence in his life. But he was finally starting to make the progress he needed and starting to become independent. The biggest step being that he's no longer completely immobile and that he's getting up and starting to walk again.
He said he could only walk to the next room over and back. But when he wants to get the hell out of here, he gets to trucking, baby. He's out of here. Looking like an NFL running back, how quick he's moving.
So I know this is a tough time for Sean, but he still needs to take responsibility for his choices and do what he needs.
I'm obviously not too happy right now because I didn't get the help I needed. So I'm scared right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll try to lose the weight, but I don't need a solution in 3 months. I need one now. I think my mom would be a little upset. I'm definitely upset. So I'm going to try and lose the weight. But figuring out how I'm going to even survive or where I'm going to even live is my highest priority.
I think your mom would not be upset if she was there. She would just be doing the same thing, babying you, letting you do whatever the hell you wanted. I think, while it's sad that she's gone, obviously I wouldn't wish that on anybody losing a parent, but he just doesn't care. He has no accountability to anything he does. So I don't know why they won't help me, won't put me in here, won't. It's kind of crazy, man. I don't think I've ever heard somebody talk like that like is grown.
Today I'm moving out of my current apartment and trying to get into a new one. And the reason I have to move is I can't afford the rent. So
That's the first time he's spoken with a little gusto and then just going to talk all monotone.
this was the last day I could stay in my apartment. And I found a small little studio apartment that I'm trying to move into. But it's really crummy, but it's all I can afford.
Well, lucky for you, less walking in a smaller apartment.
And I don't even know how I'm going to get all this stuff out. My father and I didn't make it very far, as you can see. But I asked my neighbor to help me.
This is not good because I just all right, if you're really zoning in, you would have noticed the trash bag with the Sprite bottles in it and the pizza boxes and all that. So this is going to hell fast.
Man, I don't really know him too well, but I don't have anyone else.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for helping out.
Yeah, man. What all needs to be done?
Well, some stuff.
I wouldn't wear flip-flops in that damn place. You couldn't pay me enough to go bare toes up in here and go raw dog it.
I have more done, but apparently I don't.
Yeah.
A moving company is helping me move today. But this move is going to wipe me out financially. I can't afford the movers, the taxi, let alone rent. So I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, man, adulting really friggin' sucks. That's why I say don't grow up. It's a trap. But yeah, stuff costs money. It sucks. That's life.
So I'm basically screwed.
Oh, here they are.
Hello.
This is the contract right here. 1 bedroom apartment to first floor. 2 men's, 2 hours for $180. $60 per additional hour. Is that correct?
Yeah. All I could afford with the movers was 4 hours, so we have a short time limit.
Oh, you better make this the most important 4 hours of your life because all this stuff's getting pitched out. If not, I do not see you walking out to the dumpster to bring it back. But I think he's just moving. I thought he was moving in the same facility. I guess he's going somewhere else.
So I'm beyond frustrated.
You should be able to fit everything, right?
I hope.
That's what she said.
Every paper you see, pick up, because I don't know what's what.
Because there's a hell of a lot of unopened mail lying around, which means he just neglected anything. He said, F it. The second, he didn't have anyone there to hold him accountable, which his mom was not doing anyway, but Dr. Now's not there. He who shall not be named, he just threw that invisibility cloak over all the chub and just pretended it wasn't there.
Hey, Rob, could you please just try and slide the mattress this way a little and look over there for that card?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, and another thing to look out for, Rob, little white remote about this big.
Okay.
Probably belongs to a fan, so he don't overheat. But yeah, Robert's over here. He's brave as shit. No socks on, no shoes. And then he's over here leaning down, getting nose up to this friggin' mattress. This guy's brave, because I'm pretty sure I saw a white stain there, which I hope isn't what I think it is. Probably icing, though, from Domino's, the cinnamon things.
I'm worried about everything that's involved in this process. And I'm worried about getting everything to fit into my little studio. Not sure I will be able to.
Hey, there's a good-looking guy in here. Come on, nothing? All right.
I've had the roll of the eyes with something.
That's what it deserved, really.
I feel completely hopeless right now. So I'm beyond stressed right now. And
Check out that mattress, baby. Which one of you ladies wants to come spend the night? We're on Tinder with it. Yeah, you guys, if you showed up to your Tinder date and you saw that mattress, you better run for the hills, because that is booty grease to the max.
really pissed off. About the only bad thing that can happen to me at this point is a heart attack. The way I'm feeling, I'd welcome it.
Oh God, this like he's okay. Not funny. Be serious, Sean. Damn it, you be serious too, other Sean.
I have to get this done. So the sooner I do that, the sooner I can try and rest.
Damn, he started
Do
running.
all this. Thanks. It's a bit sad leaving these apartments. It's where I lived with my mom last.
Very sad, but I don't think you probably ever saw the outside of him. He was bedbound, so you would think fresh start. Most people would think, right? Fresh start, new me, who dis, like that.
I guess it's a bit of a fresh start. I just wish I were under better circumstances. All right, this is it.
Uh-oh. Sean's gonna get ate alive out here. Where'd we move? This don't look like quite as nice of a friggin' apartment, but I guess I don't know where he's at. I wonder what the pricing difference was, because in Maryland you can go all the way from like, all right, where I'm at somewhere in the thousand, like I pay 3,300 a month, I'll just say it. And then you could go somewhere else and get an apartment for like probably somewhere 1,200, 1,600. It's pretty damn expensive.
But if I could just afford 3 months and then lose the weight, maybe I can move into a care facility then. Because that's the only long-term option I can figure.
I think you're confused with how leases work, buddy, but all right.
So either I do that, or I guess I just have to die in a ditch somewhere. I have to sit with the wheelchair. Hurry, please. Oh, a minute. I don't know what'll happen to me.
He was looking back to see if the taxi driver was there to help him out anymore, and that guy's like, peace, I'm out here. You close the damn door.
All I know is that I'm scared.
Don't call my name, don't call my name, Dominoes.
I've been in my new apartment here for about a month,
Sure have.
and we're close to being settled in.
And he took up his new career as an interior designer. Check that out with that sheet hanging.
Oh, this is my Blu-ray player.
Sweet.
I haven't been able to unpack much of anything because there's just nowhere to put it.
Is there nowhere to really put it, or do you just not feel like opening some boxes and standing up?
On top of that, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to afford to stay here long.
Build me
So
up,
might as well leave everything in boxes
buttercup,
so I don't have to go
baby.
through the torture doing what I just did over again. But it makes it impossible to find anything, which is
Thank God those hangers are doing their job.
amazing because this place is ridiculously small. Dishware.
It's also what she said.
Okay. There's just too much junk. So I might try and take some of this stuff and donate it later. No idea how I'm going to do that. I'll try.
Will they accept it if it's like, I don't know. I guess the other place wasn't really as dirty until his mom was gone, so maybe they'll take it if you donate it.
Get this place set up like I need. It's not a one-person job. But I don't have anyone to help me.
Call
I
Robert.
just wish things could go back to the way it was. Because I at least had my mom then. She was a really good mom, and she always wanted the best for me and to make sure I was all right. I'm planning goals with my mom for stuff I want to do every time I hit a weight goal. So you're thinking 200?
How about big amusement park or a cruise? It's exciting to see my son's life take shape.
How about 200 pounds, find a wife or something? Like, do some adulting something.
I've just realized that I didn't even think of my mom the whole time I was trying to move. I think I've been too stressed the last few days. And this move has kept me pretty well distracted. But now that I have time to think, I don't have that excuse not to think.
That's kind of morbid. I guess, busy mind, whatever. But I know if my mom had just passed, even like a few months, I'm taking some years to grieve that one. That would be tough.
But I need to keep myself distracted, because I have too much going on to deal with that. And I've already given in too many times. I will definitely have to keep losing weight. Can I be bedbound in this place? And if I am, I'm screwed.
Does he have a cat? He's got all these yarn balls everywhere, or maybe he's just an artsy type of guy.
And to probably even more on, my stomach has really been hurting a lot. And it started to get really bad. So I just think I'm too stressed. And I think for now, I kind of just want to sit and do a little crochet.
Jesus, he's got a Sprite on the bed with him, which the worst thing you can do after this surgery is start drinking carbonated stuff. It stretches your stomach back out. Like, it's terrible to do. Plus all the sugar in it, but just a very bad call.
It's a good way to calm down and not stress. So I don't start to give in and do anything that'll hurt my chances to lose the weight I need.
2 years, 4 months?
I started having severe stomach pain, so I called for an ambulance and they rushed me to the hospital. And I'm waiting for Dr. Now to come tell me if there's anything wrong. But I'm nervous that he's going to want to weigh me right now.
Yeah, that damn scale. It'd give me some nerves too if I was doing what you were doing. I don't know why. Like, he's alone at this point, right? He has to know that this is like life or death for him. He doesn't get to gain all the weight back. Who's going to take care of him?
I don't think that will be good, because I need a little more time to get down to where I need.
Sean arrived at the hospital last night complaining of severe stomach pain. We have run some tests and he has developed a significant number of gallstones. So overall, he's just not taking care of himself.
But you don't need a gallbladder, right? I'm pretty sure they can just take that thing. It's not a big issue, because they even mentioned possibly taking mine while I was having weight loss surgery. But then they were like, nah, we don't need to.
And now he has an issue that we need to address before it becomes far more serious. In addition to the fact that he looks like he has gained some since I saw him last. Hi, Sean.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm good.
So tell me how you're getting along at home. You living by yourself now?
I'm living on my own, not doing well on my food.
What do you mean you're not doing too well in your food?
I can tell you, he doesn't know how to cook because his mom's always friggin' done it, right? He doesn't know how to stay away from soda or accountability because he was babied his entire life. So he's just screwed. Like, at this point, nothing is going to click for this guy because he is like a grown toddler.
I'm trying to afford food that I can easily get, but all that I could do right now is bread, which is sandwiches and stuff.
Oh, what do you mean all you can do is bread?
With my limited money resource,
What kind of meat are you using to make the sandwiches?
turkeys.
So why can't you eat turkey with no bread?
Not as filling, unfortunately, but I'm starting to think I'm going to try that.
Okay.
Oh my God, this can't be real friggin' life. bread is cheap. Like, I hate people that make that argument. If you're ordering out food all the time, it gets pretty pricey, right? I understand healthy food is also a little more pricey, but like it's going to even out over time if you're ordering out all the time versus eating healthy all the time versus like all the positives it could have like on your life in general, eating healthier.
You're just making excuses.
Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to just survive at the moment.
You're doing more than surviving. How much you think you gained then?
I'm afraid to find out.
Doctor now said, "You're thriving in The Walking Dead today, buddy."
That's probably because you already know the answer. So you're only right now, what, 26?
27.
27. By the time you're 30, you're going to be back 900 pounds.
Trust me, I don't want that.
So by the time he was what, 24, 25, he was over 1,000 pounds. And we're not going to put any of the blame on his mother at all, who's bringing in pizza boxes and saying, just eat what you want. I mean, she's gone. I guess we can't really blame her because she's gone.
Unfortunately, what you want and what you choose aren't going hand in hand. So this is all up to you. Before we get you out to check your weight, first thing first, you're having stomach pain because you had gallstones. So first thing tomorrow morning, we need to get you into surgery, and we are removing your gallbladder to resolve that issue, and your pain will go away. But then you're going to need to get back on track and stop making all those excuses. You got me?
Yeah.
Good.
If his mom's made excuses for him his whole life, how do you expect him to do any different? This is what he knows. He knows excuses. He knows, well, mom said I could do this because yada yada. Like, it's what he freaking knows. This is the dumbest episode. Just because this guy, like, he's not going to get it because he doesn't know, he doesn't comprehend.
And we're also going to get you back to sticking to your psychotherapy. Okay, let's check your weight and see what kind of damage you have done.
This is not going to be fun.
Would have been a lot more fun to hit 200 and go to that friggin' amusement park, huh, buddy?
All right, Sean, let's see if we can get you up. You're up to 598, almost 600 pounds. So in 2 months, you gained almost 75 pounds. That's unacceptable, Sean.
In his defense, I have put on 60 in 2 months before. But if I'm going to break down what that oh, man, come on, man, close it up. But if I'm going to break down what that looks like, it looks like 3 or 4 muffins for breakfast, probably some kind of snack in between lunch. And then you hit lunch and eat like a pizza, like half a pizza. And then dinner, probably some more pizza, more sweets, more soda, pie, maybe some point, ice cream. Like, it'll add up. But yeah, he's not doing anything.
But one step at a time. You're going to have to get your eating habit under control before it gets any worse. Because the reality is you should have lost at least 50, 60 pounds. So tomorrow, we'll go ahead and put you to sleep. We'll look down your stomach and take your gallbladder out and see how your sleep holding up, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so get some rest and I'll see you in the morning.
I'd be shocked if that thing was anywhere near the size that Doctor Now made it. Like, I don't get how people stretch them out so quickly. I mean, I do, but like eating is almost a painful experience for like the first year or so. If you get too full, it doesn't feel good. So I don't know how people let that happen.
Instead of getting more determined and working hard for what he wants, Sean has continued on the same path to a very bad place. But we'll keep working with him to try to get him back on track. And psychotherapy is the biggest part of that, to try to help him to deal with everything he's going through. But the priority is to get him into surgery and remove his gallbladder before his situation becomes more serious, because any significant medical issues could be too much for his body.
So the only time he was successful on the diet is when he was on a controlled diet in the hospital, I think, if I remember correctly from like the first one. But once somebody's not there, he just does whatever the hell he wants. So that's not conducive for like long-term success. Obviously, he'll lose something while he's there, but outside of that, not pretty.
It's a little scary and unexpected, but just another thing going wrong in my life right now, I guess. And Dr. Now wasn't happy with me, so things are really not going my way. And it's starting to feel pointless to try, because something else is bound to go wrong. So I just want to go home to my crummy apartment.
And that's a pretty negative way of looking at the world. And I think if you think negative, only negative will happen to you. If you're positive, good things happen to you. At least that's how I look at it. So, I mean, I always try to think on the positive side, deal with the negative when it happens, right? But try to stay relatively pretty positive all the time.
His sleeve has tremendously enlarged, so this is why he's able to eat a lot. So eventually he's going to need to have bypass surgery. We should be able to send him home in a couple of days. But if he wants to be able to continue and get the help he's asking for, he's gonna have to show us he's willing to do what he needs despite his circumstances.
So he's pretty much reversed what the first surgery did. Well, not all the way, but it's pretty friggin' close at this point to being back to normal.
His goals. And if he doesn't, there is not much else we can do to help him. So at this point, he needs to have a full gastric bypass. But Sean told us he doesn't want any more weight loss surgery. So we have to work with him and get him to realize that at this point, this is his only chance to make the choice not to overeat and run to food like he is. Because if
Look, I mean, I get that it's not a comfortable experience to get. So I could see why he wouldn't want to go through it again. But at this point, he's coping with food. So I think that's the reason he doesn't want it. And he's just sitting here. He's going to eat whatever he can. And I guess he's planning on just going right back to the way he was because he doesn't care.
does that, we won't be able to stop him from gaining all his weight back.
Since his gallbladder operation, a hurricane hit the Houston area. Oh, preventing him from going home.
I've been in the hospital for a week now because Hurricane Harvey hit, and the whole city has practically been flooded, so no one can go anywhere.
And I remember Hurricane Harvey. It ravaged it pretty bad down south in Texas.
What's with the sheet again?
We're gonna cover you because we're gonna take you down.
Okay. But the flooding has cleared, and it's all getting better, so I can finally go home today. So, Dr. Now discharged me and told me that he still expects me to hit the goal I need.
I bet while he was in that hospital, though, he dropped some damn weight.
You guys mind if I read on the way down? And he gave me 2 months. And he said I had no excuse because they've given me a 2-week head start by being on a controlled diet these past 2 weeks. It got me down around 40 pounds while I've been here.
In 2 friggin' weeks, he lost 30 pounds. All right. So that means he clearly can do it. He just has no willpower at all.
Which is some good news. I just have to keep that going. But right now, I'm more worried about my place than all my stuff. Ironically, for once, not that excited to get out because I'm nervous about finding what I'll find when I get home.
Oh, yeah, he's on the ground floor, too, so this is probably not going to be pretty.
I don't know if I was hit by the floodwaters, and if my stuff or my apartment is still there, and what kind of damage it took. But I figure this is just one more thing to pile on everything going wrong with my life. As we get close, I'm getting really nervous. I just hope my place wasn't hit too hard.
I wonder what it was like working in a hospital during the flood, or if you were like down there during that time. I don't know. If you were there and you worked in the hospital, leave a comment. I'm curious to know what it was like.
So, in a way, I'm kind of glad my mom wasn't around right now. Because this would have been a very hard time for my mom.
I wasn't laughing. I was laughing that they panned over to McDonald's. I wasn't laughing that his mom's gone. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny he was looking at the McDonald's so intently.
Right here.
This is not encouraging.
Yeah, I found you a much nicer bed than you have. There you go, buddy.
All this destruction everywhere isn't looking positive. I don't really know what to expect.
Aw, puppy.
Stay here because I may need to be leaving. Please God, let me try. I just crazy. Never mind.
But you still got some oatmeal. I mean, it's terrible. I feel bad. All his stuff's probably ruined in there. But it is kind of one thing after another going wrong for this guy at this point. But it's his own actions that are causing it.
It's just as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Water is gone now, but we got hit bad.
Ooh.
It looks like it got up a few feet in here. And I could smell the rot and the mold, which is probably coming from everything, including my stuff. This is pretty much my worst case scenario, and what I was afraid of. But it looks like just about all my stuff is destroyed. And this place isn't livable anymore. And it's another place that has to have all the walls and floors ripped out because of the mold. So I can't stay here.
He goes straight to the fridge to check. Do I still have any of that leftover pizza? But yeah, that's gonna be no good in there too. That probably stinks.
I don't know where I'm going to be able to go with no money. Or how I'm going to find another place I can afford. And how I'm going to replace my stuff. So this just added to all the stress and pain of everything I'm going through right now.
You just salvage what you can and rebuild. That's what everybody does in these kind of circumstances. But he's not a very resilient person. He's more of a woe is me type.
I just feel like giving up right now. Feels like anytime I even want to try and work hard, to do what I need, to start taking a step in the right direction, life just slaps me right back down. It's lower than I'd like. So I have no idea what to do. And I feel completely hopeless at this point. I don't know how to fix my life. Feels like
You're not hopeless. Here's the thing. He's acting like he's hopeless because he's used to being catered to his whole life. People are much more resilient than they give themselves credit for. And I say this all the time. Like, I joke around a lot, but like my ultimate goal is to make people believe in themselves again and see like you could really change your life if you want it bad enough through these videos, even though they're just stupid little videos. But he could still turn it around at this point if he wants to bad enough.
my luck can't get any worse. Because my life is the only thing I have left to lose. And right now, I just can't take it.
Well, go to the casino, throw it all on black then, and see what happens. You might double up.
It's been a week since I came home, and Hurricane Harvey destroyed my place. I had to stay in a hotel for a little while. But the apartment complex here let me move into a new unit that wasn't damaged in the flood. And they're not charging me rent for a couple months, while all the repairs go on. So that's good.
Hey, you just got a sweetheart deal, my man. But these takeouts and all the stuff he's already eating, not the best plan for weight loss.
And I had some new furniture donated to me by a guy named Mattress Mac, who has a furniture store. And he's helping everyone in Houston who lost their homes in the flood by giving them free furniture to help them out.
Isn't Mattress Mac the guy that's famous for like making millions sports betting on the Astros? I might be tripping. I think that's the guy.
I got a new chair and a new bed. And today, a local church group is coming by, helping people clean up. and they're going to help me go through all my stuff and figure out what I can keep and what's too damaged and what I have to throw away.
Well, there you go. There still are good people in the world that are willing to help you, even if you aren't willing to help you.
Come in.
Hey, how's it going, Sean?
Good.
Good, I'm Lauren. So, what do you need us to do?
I'd like to be over there with you.
Okay.
So if somebody could help push me in my wheelchair.
That's not a problem. We can totally do that.
Cool.
She's got a Bucky shirt on. I'm not going to make a Bucky's joke, but clearly the Biebers made an influence on everybody.
All right, that'll work. Now just give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I don't have to throw away everything. And I'm mostly able to salvage the pictures and things that remind me of my mom. But I don't even know where that stuff is. And the big problem is that everything that got wet will likely have mold, and it's a health hazard. So it has to be thrown out if it's even wet.
I knew they were going to have to tag team this wheelchair. I was thinking there's no way that little lady is pushing this 600-pound man over there.
But we'll see. I think I'll stay out here and do the sorting.
All right, let me see if I can pull out that gray Rubbermaid box and see if that's
well,
what
if you
you're
can, that'd
looking
be
for.
great. I just need to find some pictures of my mom.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is all a little bit of good luck in my string of terrible luck. And I'm bouncing back from this pretty quick because of everyone's help. And for the first time since I lost my mom, I feel a little hope. But I know that it'll still take a lot of work to get everything back to normal. Oh, hey, thanks. And now that I know, I'm not going to be homeless soon.
Yeah, sweet. Give Mary Popeyes an umbrella here. This is going to end up with like the weirdest sunburn ever. This little ass umbrella.
Feel a little less stressed.
I think we're taking, do you want us to take all these boxes over, like the salvageable things? Besides the ottoman, not the ottoman.
Well, I need to look through that.
It's very moldy on the outside.
Yeah, that's my mom's. Can any of that be salvaged?
Okay, oh.
No.
Yeah, it's soaked. We do not want to salvage any of this. There's a lot of mold.
It's not worth getting sick over.
Once I'm settled back in, I'm planning on getting back on track and working hard to get to Dr. Now's goal, because I know I still need a solution for the long term, like a care facility.
Is that a sewing machine? What the hell is he going to do with that? I guess he figures if he goes back to 1,000, he can at least make some clothes, but at this point, just keep what sentimental things you can. It's sad. It's terrible that everybody, like a lot of people lost everything in these floods, but you're just going to have to do what you can, like to make do.
But
Can I take a look at the box?
Yep.
So I know it's still really important for me to get to where I need, and I have 2 months to do that. And I know I can't miss too many goals before Dr. Now tells me I'm done, and he gives up on me. And if that happens, I'm going to end up back in the same dire situation I was.
All right, we're gonna take this load and then we're gonna head out, okay?
All right. Oh, this box too.
Okay.
And the one.
At least he somewhat realizes that like things are getting pretty dire at this point. So maybe he'll take it serious, but he is just the definition of I don't want to do anything because like I don't really feel like trying.
Under it. So I know how important it is for me to do this. So as soon as I'm settled in, I'm doing that.
You can't help but pull for the guy because like he lost his mom, his dad's in California, so he's not really in the picture. He's 27 years old, but at some point, what the hell can you do for somebody that won't do anything for themselves? You have to save yourself at this point. So you're going to have to make an effort. Good people are trying to help you left and friggin' right.
I feel like I'm starting to get settled in my new apartment, and I'm just glad I have a little more time now. We're able to salvage some things from my stuff, and so I'm happy about that. But
Oh, sweet. We saved the anime DVD collection.
Couldn't find any pictures, so I hope they weren't destroyed and that they're back with my dad. But I've just been trying to get adjusted to being on my own and taking care of myself. But the boredom has been getting to me because not much has been going on, but there's not much I can do, so it's just really hard. I'm trying to stick to the diet, but I know I'm probably not doing so great right now.
And this man got some new furniture and turned into a damn exhibitionist. I don't think he's wearing anything under that.
But the only reason I've been eating crap lately is I don't have enough money to buy food. And pizza is pretty much the cheapest and easiest thing to get.
Oh, for the love of God. He turned into the regular Domino's exhibitionist, didn't he?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome.
Never mind. Pizza Hut and Wing Street. I was the Domino's one, but at least he's double chin gripping up a Diet Coke this time.
And anytime I eat pizza, I do think I shouldn't eat this. But it's just too hard right now. And I'm starting to get more rashes on my body. I've called Dr. Now about it, and he says it's because I'm not bathing and taking care of myself. So he's...
Which is true. When you're this size, chafing, whatever, you'll get rashes, but you're not going to have to bathe for like a few days at a time for it to happen, and it'll progressively get worse, and I doubt he's bathing at all, because he just seems like he's depressed, down and out, and doesn't want to fight at all.
sending a care assistant to help me because he's worried that if I get an infection from it, that it could get really bad and it could kill me. PCA is supposed to come every day. On days my PCA doesn't come, I don't get my bucket dumped, and I don't get a wash.
Oh, man, I know you can walk to that damn bathroom. I even saw a potty chair over there in the corner. But this guy is, like, seriously sitting here, and he's gonna die, like, death by extra cheese.
Man, I don't know.
Hi, Chan. How are you?
I'm good, you?
Fine.
Good. Because it's starting to get too hard to get up too often. And after a few trips to the bathroom or kitchen, I have to rest for a bit. So I have a bucket for restroom breaks for when it gets to be too much to get all the way to the bathroom.
Did you see the toilet paper roll on the back? Who the hell's using that thing? It was like black mold straight to your booty hole.
I don't have the energy to go out much.
Ready?
And to do much. So I don't feel up to going to the therapy yet. Or having Dr. Paradise come here. I'm planning
This man is sitting here with a bunch of Game Boys with like 2 swords in front of him and a pee bucket.
on doing that soon. I'm getting back on track. This is all just a temporary situation. And I think I need to hit rock bottom before I start making my climb back to the top.
All right, Barney Rubble, where the hell's rock bottom if this ain't friggin' it? I would think this is pretty damn bad. Granted, you've been 1,000 pounds before, so it's been worse. But this is definitely up there as far as like this is the Grand Canyon of extra cheese and slowly eating our way back to where we were.
I just need this time right now to take a break and get fully settled in and into a good pattern.
I don't even think I'm allowed to show you guys that because it's too graphic.
I will get back to where I need. I'm just going through a really rough patch right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want Dr. Now's help. And I'm going to need his help to get into the facility I need. I just need to hit the pause button and take a moment.
I don't think you've got a pause button, buddy. Like, your skin is literally falling apart at the seams because you're not bathing, not taking care of yourself in the slightest.
I don't know how much I've gained, maybe 10 pounds, maybe more, I don't know. Primary reason
I don't know, I can guess. Probably closer to 80 the way that Fupa's overtaken the down under. I didn't think they'd really have to blur it.
I'm not looking forward to seeing Dr. Now is I know I haven't lost weight. He's going to be pissed.
Yep.
And I don't need to deal with his attitude. But I have no doubt that I'll do what I need and get to where I'm supposed to. And once I
You could not pay me enough to stick my hand in that bucket and scrub it.
have all the stress of figuring my living situation out, that alone will help me stick to the diet and work hard. But for right now, I just need to rest a little and take a break. I don't feel like I'm living life to the fullest.
YOLO, buddy. But yeah, you're definitely sitting here wasting. And there's a bunch more white stains on this mattress. You just got this damn thing from Mattress Mac.
Wish I could. I wish I could get out more. But right now, this is my situation.
He's at game over. If something doesn't change right now, it's game over for him.
I'm headed to the hospital right now. The rash under my stomach has gotten a lot worse. And it hurts a lot. So Dr. Now told me I needed to come in so he could look at it.
You know how mad Dr. Now is going to be? That he is just every single time not taking care of himself, doing exactly the opposite of what he's supposed to, and then expecting someone else to fix it. Like, I'll tell you right now, that rash forms like 3 or 4 days no bathing. That's what it takes. 3 or 4 days laying there depressed, not bathing. Gross, I know, but that's what it is.
And I'm not looking forward to this, because I'm just not in the mood to deal with whatever he has to say about my weight. Because I should still have another month to make some progress.
You better get in the damn mood here, Frito King, and get a little frisky.
I just want to get this over with and get treated. And hopefully get home quickly, without too much grief right now.
Hi,
Hello,
Sean.
Dr. Now.
How you feel?
I feel okay.
So your rash is getting a lot worse and causing you a lot of problems?
Yes, it really hurts a lot. I'm pretty sure the wound's getting infected, but not 100% certain.
Well, it looked like you have gained a lot, so I'm sure that's a part of the issue. But
he was drinking Diet Coke, Dr. Now. He got rid of the Sprite. He should be good. I guarantee that's what he's thinking right now.
let's see how things look. This is all infected.
That's not the ones I'm worried about.
And Sean, as long as you're this big, they're going to be able to get rid of all this infection.
Sadly, I know that.
But you're not doing anything about it, and that's the problem.
I'm trying to get down to eating small amounts again.
You're going right back to the way you were.
Haven't been eating super well lately, but I'm working on remedying that.
Oh, you got to open wound then. Okay, this is not good. Okay, Sean.
Ouch.
That might be one of the worst I've ever seen it. Like, I know it gets a little red and inflamed, but his skin's literally falling apart. Like, I don't think I can show that because it's just open sores there.
That's the one I'm worried about.
We're going to go ahead and instruct him some IV antibiotic, get some culture, and see what's going on. But your situation is not good at all because you're choosing to eat whatever you want right now.
I'm done eating crap and I'm done eating bad, you know. And this is a good wake up for me.
Well, I heard that before, so I'm skeptical about that. Once we clear this infection up, then you're going to have to prove it.
Sure.
All right, I'll...
Wake up and smell the tricks here, I guess. But, well, no, he's probably a Cinnamon Toast Crunch kind of guy. But he's eating all prepackaged, all delivery, all microwave, whatever. Like, he doesn't know how to cook. He's not going to stand here and cook something healthy for himself. I doubt his mom would have, God rest her soul. But this is exactly where this was going to end the whole time. Like, his mom was sitting there babying him. And she had to know when it came to the end of the road for her that he was going to hit a dead end too.
You have to run some tests. Sean is still continuing on a self-destructive path. He hasn't gone to psychotherapy these past 2 months and looks to have gained a significant amount of weight. And because of all that, his body is deteriorating again. So right now, if we don't treat his infection and get his weight down to do that, He could easily be dead in a month or two. But
Did he bring a friggin' cooler with him and snacks? What the hell's in that little blue bag?
as soon as Sean's health is in a safer place, we are sending him home because he's not going to get to stay and have us do all the work for him. It took a lot to finally get Sean up and walking.
It literally looks like they just threw him in a storage unit. I don't think I've ever seen a hospital room that looks like that.
Good job, Sue. You're doing great. You are definitely moving a lot better, honey.
And right now, his overeating and lack of activity is leading right back to being immobile.
It kind of makes me mad to hear his mom say, "You're doing great," when that was the case right there. He's definitely trucking along, light speed snail.
He's going to have to start doing what he needs, or there's going to be nothing more we can do to really help him. But for right now, we will once again work to save his life.
I don't want to be here. Being in a hospital is not what I need. So I'm really upset and I want to go home as soon as possible. So this is just another thing I have to deal with. And my only option is to show Dr. Now that I can do this. And I'm ready to change.
All right, that's it for Sean. Man, that is probably up there with one of the more painful episodes I've ever watched. Like, it's bad. I don't know why this guy wants to sit here and pretend, just stick his head in the sand, act like nothing is wrong and that everything's going to be okay just as long as somebody else can help him take off some weight or do it for him. Nobody's going to do it for you. And over mothering your kids ends in this kind of circumstance every single time. So I don't know, man. It's a horrible, horrible watch. And there's another friggin' episode I'm gonna have to watch tomorrow, because now I gotta know how the hell it ends. But all right, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about Sean here. And it kind of pisses me off that you guys think this is me. Like, people have gotta be trolling me, saying they saw my episode and thinking that this is me right here. Okay, do we look alike? Is that me? All right, that's it. Let me know your opinions in the comments. I always read them. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.